Hi, my creative peeps. It's Craftin Just Because with Cowan. And today I am bringing you one of the 12 days of Christmas. And we're going to be using the Coming Home bundle with the coordinating dies. I absolutely fell in love with this set when I saw it in the catalog because I think you can do a lot with it, not just for Christmas. But this is what I came up with for this. So it's an easel type card where it'll stand up here. You could put a little message, on here, wherever, but it's an essential kit. And the reason why I call it my essential kit is for the holidays, you're out visiting people and you might need a few essentials when going out and about. So I have tissue, I have chapstick, I have hand sanitizer, and I have some mints. And I thought this would be a cute way to gift something just like this that's a little different. And they have all their essentials in one little box. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I do want to let you know that I went ahead and pre-colored and pre-die cut all the images just to make it a little faster for our video. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to bring in your paper trimmer. And you need the following supplies. We have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is cut at 6 1/4 by 11 1/2. You have another piece of, a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock that is 8 1/8 by 8. Then you have, hold on here, don't want to lose any of my pieces here. Then you have another piece of Misty Moonlight, and it's cut 2 1/2 by 10. And then you have a piece that's 2 1/2 by 7 3/4. You also have a piece of Whisper White cardstock that is 2 3/4 by 8. A piece of that's 2 1/2 by 4, and then you have some Trimming the Town Designer Series paper that's cut at 2 1/4 by 7 1/2, and then a 2 1/2 by 6. Okay, and then I have all of our little die cuts here that we're going to be using. So what we first want to do is start off with our 6 1/4 by 11 1/2 piece of cardstock. And on all four sides, we want to score it at 3/4 and 1 3/4. So I'm going to score it at 3/4 first. And this is making our foundation box to put all of our items in. And then now I'm going to go back and do 1 3/4 on all four sides. I do, oh, no, wait, yep, I think I did all four sides. Okay, then on the Misty Moonlight cardstock on the 8-inch side, so let's make sure I have the right side. The 8-inch side, we're going to score it at 1 3/4, 2 3/4, 5 1/2, and 6 1/2. And then on the 2 1/2 by 10, we're going to score it at 2 1/2 and 5. And that should be it. We can get rid of our paper trimmer. So next we want to bring in our bone folder and we are going to burnish all of our score lines. Okay. Uh-oh. There we go. And then we want to do that. And then we have this one we need to burnish. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started on the box. Essentially what we're going to do is we're cutting these 3 corners off. So I'll show you how we're doing this. You're cutting it like this, and you're doing the same thing on each corner, okay? And then you're going to wedge this tab. Just like that. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. And then wedge this out. And do the same thing here on this one. Okay, let me get rid of all my little markings. Okay, now we're going to glue up the box. So what we're going to do is, let me grab, I had to grab a new glue and I forgot to do that. Hopefully, yep, I have one in here. Thank goodness. Okay. So what we're first going to do is I put glue on my little tabs here. Just like that. And do the same thing on this one. And then we'll fold all those little pieces in to make this box stronger. So I start with the ends first, and then I'll come in and do the side pieces. And while I'm doing that, I'm just taking my bone folder and making sure that those sides are nice and glued down, keeping the form of the box. Okay. Next, you have your box cover, and you're just going to wrap it around and seal that up. So I'm going to put glue on this outer edge here. And seal that up. And then what I like to do is I'm going to take my box out. Maybe not. Hold on here. Because then it's not glued down. Okay, we're going to keep working. So now we're going to glue this down. And what you want is you want to put it up high. We're going to glue it onto our white piece. So essentially it's going to go like this. I want to make sure I have this folded nice, right? Okay, so what we're first going to do is we're going to glue this piece onto here, because this is what's going to flap up. Or I'm just playing with it to see that which way stands up better. I think it's going to have to be that way. Okay. So I'm going to put it as close to the bottom edge as possible so that it'll open up bigger. So I'm going to put it as close to this edge as possible, centering that down. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and glue this down. Okay. So just like this, and then then it flips up. Do you see how it flips up? So I'm just gonna make sure that's nice and glued down. Then I'm gonna add our other piece of Misty Moonlight on here. And then what I did, and we can cut this down, is I cut a little piece here so that you had this, and then we can cut this down too for our sentiment. So let's see, we only need a piece that is cut at 5 inches. So let's take our paper trimmer and cut this down to 5 inches because I wasn't sure how I was going to do it. So I'm going to go ahead and add this down on here. So you just got to play with your measurements and how you want your paper, and then the rest will just come to you, you know what I mean? And then I also have my one scrap piece of paper here that you can have on the inside to put a message. Go ahead and glue that down. And then we're going to need our car piece. Let me bring out all my little embellishments here. And you need this to be cut up on dimensionals so that this knows where to stop. Okay, so I'm going to put the car higher up. I'll show you what I mean by that. Let me... So I'm going to add my car like up this high so you could put your sentiment all down here, but then this will rest here. Just like that. Okay. Then you're going to put this down and you're going to put down your designer series paper. And then you're just going to decorate the front of it. So what I started with, I'll show you guys here. I started with the bigger house. Let me bring this in so I could show you. I started with the bigger house at the top. Like this. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down onto my house. For the snow, and then I'm going to trim it off. Just like this. I don't know where to trim it. And then we'll put this on. And I actually cut a piece of designer series paper like this too, so you could see where the snow was. So let's go ahead and put this piece down first. About right here. So that could be all the snow. And then I'm going to put my house down up at the top. And I just started layering it down all the way down the page. So let's see here. Bring in my red house. Like this. And then I added some people in the background if you want to add people. I'm going to go ahead and add another thing of snow just like that. Just so you could see the layers of snow. I'm going to add my car down here on the lines, pretending that it's like a road. Like here comes the car. Whoops. Then I have another little house here. And then I'm just going to start adding some of these trees. First, I'll add my white ones. Just layer it up. That's the fun and beauty of the whole thing. And then you do have where you could cut some people out, you know, and have them in the snow. Whoops, that didn't stick very well, did it? Okay. Then I'm going to add some of my green trees where the snow maybe fell off. And let's add some more people. And now it's just, you know, decorating it to your heart's desire. I made it super simple and easy as far as adding things and items to it. And you could die cut as many of these little items as you want and just keep layering them in. Like I said, I love this set. They're fun to color. It's fun to just keep adding in all over your project. I have a few more here left. I'll go ahead and add those. Oops. Okay, so there's your project, you guys. I appreciate you guys joining me today, and then you'll fill it with all your essentials, your hand sanitizer, Kleenex, chapstick, breath mints, and you're ready to go with a nice little fun holiday gift to gift to somebody when you go to their house. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's project. If you liked what you saw, please click the subscribe button and also the bell notification, and it'll remind you of any time I post a video. So until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.